Today we are working on the bus again. Different clothes, different day. What we're at right now is we've taken out the side panels, gotten all the insulation out. Now we're in that sanding phase before we actually weld the holes. Because last time, like I said, we used caulking to seal the holes, but we're gonna weld them this year, or this time, to make sure it's absolutely perfect. Right now we're just gonna sand the floors. I'm gonna start with like 100 grit because I need a nice rough surface to attach the bed liner for. And it's also a nice welding surface, so that's what I'm sanding now. And then I'll probably take it out and rinse it all out with water. And then right before we paint, I'm gonna take ice-cold alcohol and wipe the whole floor down. I want this to be perfect and not half-assed this time. So that's where we're at right now. Let's go work on the bus. So as you can see, we have gotten all the insulation out and it's actually sanded to a little bit. So on both sides, they were pretty bad. I don't know if the insulation became sticky and like stuck to it, but that first layer is off. But I think when we power wash this out, I think we'll get that last layer. And I may even go with the sander and re-sand everything on the sides while I'm sanding the floors. All the other side needs to be sanded. And then also up in the front, we are redoing all that area too. So I just need to sand that also. We have our temporary driver's seat, which actually works pretty good. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. Just need to get it all fixed up and sanded, and then we can start welding. Biggest place we're gonna weld is these gaps, and then on both wheel wells, and then there's a couple of holes that just need to be fixed up. So now just a bunch of sanding needs to be done. Okay, I cut out a piece of metal because it is all messed up there and it fits pretty dang good. So I'm just gonna weld it up, fix some of the holes. So now that we got the bus all the way sanded down, we got all the welds welded, there's no holes, there's no gaps or seams in the floors, and we've also washed it out. So sprayed it out with soap and water, nothing too crazy. What we're gonna do now is on some of the bigger gaps, or the places I weld a lot, and a lot of the seams, I'm gonna put Flex Seal in. Honestly, Flex Seal works pretty good. I know it's kind of gimmicky. I mean, you have the guy, the legend himself, Phil Swift, repping it, so it's pretty good stuff. I'll trust it on this. So we're gonna do that on the bigger seams, some of the welds that maybe aren't the best, just an extra layer of protection over it. And then when we start actually painting the whole floor, I'm gonna wipe everything down with ice-cold alcohol and then just start painting. I think tonight I'm just going to do all the seal, let this dry for a day or two, and then we'll finally do all the painting and stuff. So that's where we're at right now. It's coming along. Slower than I expected, but I'd rather do it right than speed it up. So yeah, let's put some Flex Seal on some shit. will look pretty nice. Here's also one of the welds I did. It is not the prettiest by any means, but it will seal. I'm gonna get a layer of Flex Seal on that, so if I do have any imperfections, it'll be nice and sealed up. I'm gonna go a little bit, make sure the seam's nice and filled up. I'm going pretty thick, probably thicker than you want to, but you know what? I know that's gonna be sealed up. I'm not gonna have to worry about it later. And I'm gonna be happy with that. It's gonna be carpet's going over that anyway, so, or I'm gonna have a bench over here, so no one's gonna see it, so I'm not worried about looks right now. So today is the day. We are finally gonna put the bed liner in. So we've put all the way from the beginning. We've taken insulation out. We have sanded everything. We have just absolutely cleaned the crap out of this bus. We have put the Flex Seal in. We've re-welded some of the areas. And we just put in the rust reformer, so we are finally at that point to put in the first coat of bed liner. So I'm gonna start doing that. I've done all the prep work, I've made sure it's all clean, so now it's just putting the bed liner on. So a good rule of thought, you should always test your products first. So I have two different types of rust reformers, and I tried them both with the bed liner. Right there is where I touched it on accident, but just on my test pieces, and both of them stuck. There was no reaction or anything like that, so I know they will work and not just peel off right away. So just always try and test out your products first, because it's so many times people like spray on a bed liner or use a primer with a different brand, and it won't stick, and then all that work is just useless. So just always test your products. It only takes a few minutes, and it's worth it in the end, especially if it doesn't work out. You don't waste all that time and money and effort on that. So fun fact or pro tip for the day. Painstakingly, I think over 20 plus hours of just sanding, I got the first layer of bed coat in. So let's check that. So here is the coating down. Looks pretty good. I'm actually really happy with the first layer, and it's actually thicker than I expected, so I may actually only have to do one layer. That'll be nice, especially it'll save money later. I don't have to get a whole nother 8 cans. I think 8 or 9 cans is what I went through just in the bed area. I went through 2 cans of Flex Seal too in the driver's and passenger area, because I felt like that was going to hold up a little bit better up there, so I went the Flex Seal route. But yeah, first layer's done. I may not even put a second layer. Next phase of this bus is electrical and then doing bunk beds, so keep a lookout for that next video. Thank you guys for watching the bus project of painting it. I'll probably do more videos about the bus because it's kind of interesting seeing the process of this bus coming from something that barely even ran to gonna be a super fun weekend bus. So have a good one.